All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man with the cowboy hat right now. No, he's not from Texas. No, he isn't from Nashville. No, he's not about to bring out his new album. But Mr. Josh Finley is the guy to take the message from your head and your heart and make it onto paper, aka into a book, and he makes your dreams come through with words in a brand new novel. Josh, what's up, man?
Hey, doing good, JJ. Appreciate you. How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Good. Hey, thanks for being here. I wanted to get you on because I wanted you to share maybe just like who you are, what you do exactly, and where were you before joining sort of the coaching program?
Yeah, absolutely. So, name's Josh. Run a publishing and ghostwriting company. So basically, what we do, like you said, we're taking people's message, their experiences, and the things they've gone through. Hey, put that into a book and use that book to launch your coaching business, to launch your whatever it is, and really connect to an audience that can relate to you and your story, and you can give them business.
Yeah. So where were you before, like just your business was doing, where was your mindset at, before working with me?
Yeah, we were scrambling. so we were definitely like, we officially launched this January, so 6 months from now.
Okay.
Or bag, and it was just kind of working with people we knew and saying, hey, let's see if we can make this work, and sending DMs and no real order to anything.
So you and look, listen, man, I think sometimes half of us are still there all the time. Like, what are we doing? But why did out of like, we went through the coaching program. What was the reason why you actually joined the coaching program? Like, why why now?
Yeah, great question. I realized that the next step for the business would really be locking in on a personal brand. So funny thing with ghostwriting is like you're kind of behind the scenes. You don't really share who you are, what you're doing, your personality. And I said, well, to take it to the next level, I knew I had to figure out a way to really build a personal brand that started speaking before I even got on the phone with people.
Right. And when you joined the program, what was your first win?
First win. I'd say just clarity of like the action steps to take. I think you broke it down pretty clear of, hey, just do this, obviously be consistent, which I'm working on, but yeah, just the clarity of actions to take on building a brand.
People, Josh, throughout the past, people said, man, 30 days, 3 days a week, it's a lot, but like, how do you find the structure of the program? Because it's not normal. Like, it's normally 90, 180, 1 day a week, Facebook group. It's a little bit different. Well, give everybody who hasn't probably done this kind of coaching before, the idea of how that was.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's so for me personally, it works great. Number one, like, I want to get all the information and then start like building it out and putting a game plan. So three days a week, instead of stretching that over 3 months, like I have the plan, I have the action, I know exactly what I need to do. So that pace for me worked great over, hey, let's stretch this into 3 to 6 months. Now let's get the information and get it banged out.
Absolutely. Was, other than, the clarity, what was some tangible things that I shared with you? Like, oh, that made sense. I like that. I'm going to implement that for the future.
Yeah, great question. There's a lot. So let me think about it.
Well, what's one thing, and I already know the answer, but I want you to tell everybody, but what was one thing you're like, oh, if I implemented that, I see why that's going to help me with this?
Yeah, absolutely. So beyond the clarity steps, I'd say the next thing was with just creating the coaching program. For me in my head, it was like, hey, I need to wait till I've got, 5, 10, 15,000 followers before like implementing something else other than the service that I'm providing. Right. And just realizing, hey, next step, coaching, because what I'm doing is making me good money. And, I did it in a short time and other people can do it too.
Yeah.
Just doing that, like kind of, it was two things really. It was a kind of a confidence boost, like, oh crap, I forgot like what I know now is actually super valuable. Yeah. Not everyone does this. And then number two, like, shoot, I can actually create a whole nother income stream just sharing what I'm doing.
Yeah. You also tell everybody about the Calendly trick that I taught you, or giving you that little piece of win.
Yeah, Calendly. Framing sales calls. So first step for Calendly, and I was kind of doing it, but you kind of gave more clarity on how, is framing your calls before they even get on the call. So, hey, get those screening questions. So you're not talking to everybody that, for me, everyone wants to write a book, right? Like the stats, 81% of Americans want to write a book. Well, not 81% have the money to afford the service that we're going.
95% want a Lambo, but literally 10% can actually get it. Yeah, it's funny.
Exactly. So just framing that, and then once we're on the call, just being better about setting intentions. Like, hey guys, this is how the call is going to go, just so we can get to the point faster and really find out, hey, is this a good fit for me and my business? Am I a good fit for you? With the client a lot faster than 30 or 45 minutes into a call.
Yeah. No, that's great. It's sometimes the simplest stuff. And like, that's the one thing that I'm really big on sharing with people. Like, and I want you to share them too. We didn't go over a lot of like not silly things, but things that people would think you would go to, like hashtags or like talk up strategies. It was, share them about like probably the content that I actually share with you. Like, why is actually that important, not just for today, but really forever?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, and it's funny you actually said that, because one of the things I had issue with, like most people that were advertising, hey, personal branding, social media coach, blah, 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 I was like, I don't want to post 20 hashtags. Like I get the reasoning behind it, but that didn't make sense to me. And hey, like, I don't want to be Mr. Viral. Like, I want to just be sharing what I do, who I am, what's it like to work with me. So skipping all this, I don't know what we want to call it, that stuff. The fluff, and just getting into, hey, really it comes down to taking these action steps, being consistent, making sure like across the board, people see, hey, this is the Joshua Finley that we're going to work with.
Right.
I think that's huge. And that's right. Like going into the course, that's what stood out to me. Hey, this is actual real stuff that you can do that makes sense.
Yeah, I love that, man. And Josh, so that everybody sort of knows that you're not an actor, or you're not just some Fiverr guy.
Cowboy has an act. No.
Yeah. Where can they actually find about you? And if they want to get a book reading, where can they go?
Yeah, best place is my Instagram, Josh A. Finley. Sounds just like it is. That's the best place. Or you can go to my website, domoorebooks.com. And yeah, send me an email, send me a DM. I live on my phone. I live on my computer, and I'll definitely reach out to you ASAP. I'd love to help. I love anyone that has a story and they're looking to build a brand and really change their life around their story. I'd love to help you out.
Done. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it.